Hey, LZ, how you doing? Hey, Lucky. Thanks for the super chat, LZ. I would say like the younger guy, he's he's more into like work himself, party. He might be going on site like a holiday or a vacation or something. But I feel like he's a bit tricky and indecisive about things, where he's trying to, swindle his way around and probably lying to you about a few things. I don't see the young guy, he actually shows up in the reading. I don't see this young guy being too trustworthy or wanting something like a serious commitment or anything. I feel like they're caught up in their own work and life and things like that and not really worrying about that too much. Yeah, he doesn't want no relationship, the young guy. I don't get no good energy on him. It's just more about himself. I get kind of like the same thing with the older guy. I see that the older guy is more worried about his life, his money. He doesn't want to start any conflict or be in any type of conflict, but I feel like he has conflict in his life. He's trying to make all the money in the world, looks like. It's like he's trying to make money and just like be in a place where he can be financially stable and just do his thing all the time. But I also get him as well being a dog, being someone who just probably just wants to have sex and not a real relationship. I don't get these guys wanting to have a real relationship. with you. They just want, something casual, something sex based, friends with benefits, something like that. But I don't see them making an effort to be like, your husband or something or your boyfriend. With the older guy, I would say like he's worried about money too much, you know? Like his life revolves around money. And he can also be very jealous if another man were to look at you or speak to you or something like that. I don't get none of these guys giving themselves 100% to you. I feel like they got more issues than worth being with. So I don't get nothing good on any of these guys, to be honest. If you want to be friends with them and nothing else, then I would say okay. But if you want more than that, they're not going to give you more than that. But otherwise, that I don't see anything decent with any of these guys. That'll be your best bet. Uh, if you're if you're already seeing that's how they are, then they're not going to change. I don't see them like wanting something decent. Most guys don't anyway. How you doing, Dan? You all right, brother? Yeah, I'm good. I always get water. I had my two coffees today, even though I didn't want a second cup, but I had it. I went to my parents' house for a lunch. I had a nice lunch there, a nice conversation with them and stuff. Then I got back here like about two something, 2 o'clock. I've been here for like 2 hours probably. Maybe actually no, probably less than that. Maybe an hour and a bit, hour and a half. So as you can see above my head, my Patriots are destroying the Panthers. So I said, oh well, don't make sense me watching it. I'll just watch it in the back of me in the background for a bit. But it's been a nice quiet Sunday. I just kind of annoyed at the weather because we got this we got the hurricane Umberto coming towards us, but now it's going further away from us, which is great news so far because it changes every damn day. And then now they're saying that a tropical storm Imelda is formed right above by Florida, and it's gonna make a right turn and come to Bermuda. And I'm like, yeah, right. And I'm the poop. And I'm like, these people make up so much bull. 1 minute is going straight up into the Carolinas. They had a state of emergency. Now they say it's not going there. It's coming Bermuda. It said, fuck that. I don't want to go to the Carolinas on vacation. I'm going to go to Bermuda instead. I'm like, these people make up so much bullshit. It's just never ending. It makes me fucking so mad to know like these people they forecast these things and it's end up being bullshit after bullshit every day. Hey Barbie, how you doing? Happy Sunday. So this week is going to be Nothing but bullshit weather. So you guys might see me every day on here all day. Apparently, as of tomorrow night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're supposed to have bad weather. You should see the weather channel. It's hilarious. It's like Bermuda's right here, this little dot in the middle of the ocean, and you got a hurricane coming up like this, and then the other one goes like this, and then comes right across us like that. And I was like, you people don't know what the fuck you're talking, what you're doing, or what you. There's always some bullshit you people invent. I'm getting sick and tired of like this hurricane bullshit. I can't wait till it's all over and done with. Because the last hurricane, it was Hurricane Aaron. They said it was gonna be a direct hit. Hurricane Gabriel, oh yeah, Bermuda, watch out. You're gonna get all this shit, and then none of those two did anything. Then now they're saying Hurricane Ernesto is gonna come here. Now today they said, oh well, it's gonna go more westerly now. So Bermuda, you're gonna be okay, nothing serious. And then the next day, this tropical stormy Milda that's just formed today is gonna do a right turn and oh Bermuda, watch out, this is coming for you. Everything's watch out, fucking Bermuda. Fucking idiots, man. I swear, the Weather Channel is so corrupt. And a certain somebody said that last week that climate change is the biggest scam in the world. And now I'm starting to see what he's fucking talking about more and more every day. Because these people be talking to hear themselves all day on this weather channel. And then one minute they say, oh yeah, we got AI, Google shit that predicts this thing and that and blah. I'm saying you people must think you're God or something. You don't know where the fuck them things are done. You think you know. But look, all the tracks are different. Some of them are okay and I'm pretty correct, but nothing's accurate. You can't predict that shit. Weather is unpredictable sometimes. Sometimes you can really predict it, like, just like a psychic predicting someone's life, you know? Sometimes it's a hit or a miss. Hey Maria, how you doing? Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. You said, can I get a journal for what's to come in the month of October? Yeah, paying bills, listening to bullshit weather channels, coming here to visit me, going to work and get your booty looked at, paying more bills, Halloween. That's what's gonna happen in October in general. Yeah, exactly, Dan. And you know what? The European model is always more accurate than the US model. You notice that? You know? And then all of a sudden they'll start to like, kind of be like, okay, so how the fuck is the European trackers better than the American trackers, right? But yet the American the storms are all going around America and not Europe. Like what the fuck? You people don't make no sense. And I'm like, what, man? I'm getting like super fed up with all this like hurricane predictions and these storms that are apparently gonna come to us and then don't. And then you got me out there waiting to put up hurricane shit, and then a day later it says, "Oh well, it's not gonna be that bad now." And overnight, the hurricane said, "Okay, you guys want to go to Bermuda? Nah, fuck it, let's just stay in the water. Okay, let's go a little bit over more. Okay, okay, let's go this way. Oh yeah, let's go. Okay, hold on. I swear, boy, these people make me fucking crazy. Honestly, during hurricane season, I go nuts. That's the only thing that makes me like go crazy sometimes. Like not literally crazy, but like mentally, like I get so pissed because every day like it changes, and they say, oh well, if you look very closely, there's like wind shear here, and then the moisture is sucking it up, so it's not gonna. But you said from the beginning that it was coming. So why you do that? Why you just can't say, hold on, everybody, we have to wait to see? Why are you gonna bullshit people from the very beginning? Come on, man. Stop making people mad and like making people think that shit's really coming to them and it ain't. It's just like the South Carolina. They called for a state of emergency and the thing's not even going there now. Huh. Hey Orange Dragonfly, how you doing? Good day. Happy Sunday. All right, Maria, let me see what I get in general for you for October. Okay. All right, so Maria, I feel like in the beginning of October, like in the next week or two, you might have some difficulties with work and people at work trying to trick you to believing things, just like I said about the weather. But some people would try and make you lose certain things or deceive you or trick you or try to at least. So if you feel like you've got some tricky people around you in the work field or other places, I would say like, you know, um, I would say to watch out for that, and just be aware of people trying to make life difficult for you in the next 2 weeks. But after that, I see you being very happy, you getting what you want. Um, if you have a woman that's very close to you, like a mother or a sister or a best friend, this person could be very significant in October with you and do things together with you and have fun with you. Someone who loves you and cares about you. But overall, I think October will be a very good month. Like as far as mid October to the end, you're gonna see like a lot of things coming to fruition. Things that you want to happen will happen. Um, you getting what you want, reaping what you sow. Things like that. But you probably have to watch out in the first 2 weeks for like some fakeness and people who try to make your life difficult. But after they do that, they're gonna realize that they can't get to you, so then things start to like be a lot better because they give up. You know what I mean? Lately, there's been hella fake people doing weird shit. Yeah. So I would say that they're gonna continue to do that for at least another 2 weeks, and then I would say after that, things look very good for you overall. Like say if your supervisor or your boss at work is a woman, if this is the case, because it's general, right? So I would say if your boss is a woman and you work with that person, they could see that you're not doing no bullshit and you're the one who's doing good work, and they're gonna take care of you and not worry about the other ones, right? Or they'll take your side or ask you to be a certain way so that way you don't have to get caught up in their bullshit, right? So if you have a woman boss, but if this is not about like your woman boss or a woman boss, this could be like a woman that you work with. You and her come together and get rid of the negative people, or expose the negative people pretty much. And if it's nothing to do with work, then I would say there is a woman that's around you, like a sister, auntie, mother, best friend, BFF, woman that's around you that you and her together make a great combination, and you guys have good things happen to you. You have fun, you show you're loving and caring for each other. And if there isn't another woman there and it's just you, then I would say you are going to get blessed with a lot of good things, especially if you put forth a lot of effort to this coming month to get what you want. So I would say good things overall for you in this month. I would say the beginning might be a little rough with these people trying to trick you. Then after that, everything gets, handed to you in a good way. So overall, I would say you're gonna have a great October, Maria. Outside of work, especially, you have a great situation. But there could be a woman with like dark hair or brown hair that helps you, or like you help them, or you create a force together, and you both are unstoppable. Or this could be you getting, becoming extremely comfortable with your life, and you bringing together and understanding that, hey, loving myself is not so hard after all. If I love myself, I don't have to worry about these fucking idiots, like, shit like that. So it's to do more with you than anything. And the only other thing I would say that could happen is someone can offer their love to you, like, or so you might get hit on by somebody, and this person like tries to offer you like, to go out on a date, or says finally that they like you or something like that. So next month could be a month where you go on a date with somebody, or somebody tries to take you on a date. You know. So I would say something like that can possibly happen for sure. You know. So it could be that because it's a general reading, right? So I didn't see a man there, or maybe a woman friend can introduce you to somebody. That could be what it is too. Like you go out somewhere and then the woman friend say, "Hey, look, meet my friend Mark. I mean Bob, or Jack, or whoever. You know, here's my friend. And then you guys start talking, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go sometime?" And then be looking at that booty, making them go crazy. So that could happen. That could happen. Like I said, in general, I try to give you a little bit of each: love, career, work, and I think I pretty much, and yourself. So I pretty much gave you all of that in general. So it could be any of the above, or could be all of it. And if it very much resonates, like you say, that's good. That's good. Hopefully, it ain't one of the old creeps at work that keep hinting that they want it. Nah, I don't think so. Because it would have the guy would if it was somebody that then the person would have showed up. But see, you didn't ask me about love. I'm just telling you that those things could happen, right? It could happen. It definitely could. But let's just say that because the Ace of Cups is there, so the Ace of Cups is like someone, offering to take you out. And even if it is one of these creeps that try and want to take you out, you know that you're better off by yourself because it doesn't show them, right? But I don't think it is. I get like a positive energy. So it could be somebody new, somebody that one of your friends introduced you to, something like that, you know. So I would say just look forward to it and just embrace it, in a way where you can be like, okay, cool. I'll take somebody new. Orange Butterfly, thanks for the donation. I appreciate you. You can ask your questions if you want. You're welcome, Maria, anytime. And thanks for your always positive, self in here. I like talking shit to you because I know you can handle it. You know, I always got to, emphasize your booty being a part of the reading. You know, you know, just for shits and giggles. But it was very positive. I'll give you that. It was one of the most positive readings I've had for you. So I think last time I gave a reading was pretty positive, but this one's even more positive, despite the idiots around you. But it doesn't matter where you go in life. There's always going to be some assholes. There's always going to be people acting crazy. You can't get away from idiots. They're everywhere. They're at the grocery store, the gas station. They're everywhere. So you can't get rid of idiots unless you completely confine yourself and, you know, I mean, you can even deliver things to your house and have an asshole delivering it to you. You know what I mean? So we can't get away from those type of people. Yeah, we're very strict on talking shit. Yeah, I have to have them side comments. It's to make the energy better, you know what I mean? And with you, I know I can do that. But some people they'll be like, "You're being mean to me. You're talking shit. You're making fun of me." No, I'm just trying to make the reading a little more fun instead of being so serious. You gotta tense up. All right, Orange Dragonfly, you said, is your work situation stable? Let's check. Oh, well, there you go. So it looks like some more people might, because I don't really get like good people at work around you. So maybe that's probably it. Yeah. Maybe like I see more, maybe another person gets deleted this week, this month. Either that or like somebody gets called out. So that could possibly happen again too. How about them Patriots, huh? Yeah. Touchdown. Yeah, baby. What's up? Yeah. Well, they're probably in shock because they probably think that they're next. So you might hear this month of more difficult things happening. You never know. 42-6. Holy shit. See that, Dan? I knew it was bound to happen. My Patriots are kicking in. Still got a hold of the fourth quarter to play. That's what's up. About damn time. Now we're gonna be 2-2. Good. Come on, Patriots. About time my team started winning. Shit. All right, Dragonfly. Let's see what we got for you. All right. Um, Orange Dragonfly. What I get here is your your work situation. I feel is not that stable. From now until the end of the year, there can be some situations that arise where there can be some interference by other people around you or people that at your job frustrating you or making plans to try to get rid of certain people. Um, I see a male, like a man here, a man boss in charge. Because if your boss is a man, then I would say that you can trust him because he's trying to make sure he gets rid of all the bullshit, right? Now, there could also be somebody here that argues over you or argues about you, or somebody that tries to do something to make you look bad, right? Possibly, and tries to make things difficult, but your boss already knows what type of person you are and they wouldn't allow someone to like, tarnish your name or your work or whatever. So this is one of the situations that I see that can be happening at your job. So from now until like the end of the year, it looks kind of sticky here. It looks like things are gonna like be difficult. Um, and if people around you fail to meet the test of this boss, then he's gonna start, making things happen, like getting rid of another man here. I see there could be a man, another younger man that gets the boot, or he tries to make things difficult or disputes and says, "Hey, look, there's women here that are not doing their job, and you're talking about me." And guess what? Orange Dragonfly is one of them. This woman's one of them. This person, that, and this somebody tries to rat you all out to save themselves, but it ends up backfiring. So you can be going through some difficult situations in your work as far as it being stable. I feel like you will be okay personally, but people around you are going to cause problems, and you're going to see probably people get fired or go on probation or whatever the case may be in your job field. But there is a man here who is willing to get rid of all of these people if he has to. Let me look further into it. Just let me check something here, because you didn't show up in the reading, so that tells me that you're okay. It just might be people around you. I feel like you'll have your job that you're currently at from now to the end of the year. You'll be stable and you'll keep your job. You'll have it. But I see this man here again, and he's making sure that there's no trouble your way or there's no surprises. The only thing I see as well is like you might have some anxiety and being impatient about knowing what's going to happen or thinking that something bad is going to happen. And you might feel like, I can't lose my job because I need money. I need to be stable here. But the only thing I see trying to make things unstable is other people, or the fact that you might feel like you don't want to be at this job anymore. You might feel like you want to change, or you might feel like I've had enough because of the situations that are going on. You might feel sad. You might feel like there's trouble there all the time, and you're kind of holding yourself back from because of other people all the time, or you're doing what you have to do but not getting any rewards from it. But I see a man trying to make life better for you at work, and from now until the end of the year, I still see you being there and you being happy around the end of the year, saying, at least nothing happened to me. At least I'm okay. So I still feel like you're gonna be happy at the end of the year. From now to the end of the year, you'll be okay. But there's some people around you at your job that are trying to make things bad. But this man knows. So like I said, if you have like, yeah, see, it ain't gonna work. If this person who's attacking your personal position and spreading lies to get their way, they're gonna get exposed. Because like I said, so what I want to know from you is this, just to confirm what I've seen twice. So is your boss a man? Like your boss is like the head of the company that you're working for, is it a man? Because I'll be able to tell you exactly why this is going to be okay. Because if it is a man, then this person already knows that the person that's trying to attack your professional position is an idiot, and he would never let that happen to you, if that makes sense. But this person like has to like kind of, I would say, prove it, or they'll probably have to wait till the person fucks up in order for them to like, say, hey, look, I'm had enough now, bro. You need to leave Orange Dragonfly alone. her job is stable, and I don't want you to try and aggravate anything. Ah, okay. So it's your dad. Right. Okay. So that's crazy because the emperor is a dad. Because I got the second time I dealt with this, it says emperor, which is a father, a brother, a husband, you know. So this man is making sure that you're going to be happy at the, at the end of the day. They're not going to take this person over you because your dad's going to make this the right thing. So you don't have to worry about this other person trying to take anything from you. Your dad's not going to allow it to happen. And I got that twice. So that tells me that your dad is going to choose you over anybody anyway. And I got the sun card at the very end. So that tells me that you're going to still have your job by the end of the year. It's not going anywhere. You'll be fine and you're going to be happy. But this other person, they're going to be sad and they're going to lose their faith in trying to make trouble because they're going to be held accountable for their bullshit in their lives. So I don't see nothing coming out of that for that person. And if it's a man that's trying to get your position, then I would say he's definitely not going to get it. So to be honest, I don't see nothing like I don't to answer your question, is your work situation stable? I would say yes, because your father's making sure that doesn't happen to you. And you will be happy. You will be happy. Yeah, so that's what I probably got in the very beginning. That the female manager is arguing over you. Because that's what I said at first. That I see somebody arguing over you and it like backfiring. So maybe this female manager is going to the coworker and his boss in the last 6 months. They're going between each other trying to find ways to make things difficult. So that makes sense in a way because I see like people trying to conspire to make things bad, but then you being okay at the end because they're gonna expose themselves. If I were you, Dragonfly, I would not even worry about it because if you ain't got nothing on your conscience and you ain't done nothing wrong, then they can't do anything wrong because there's no proof. Liars don't have proof. And if you remember that every day, then you remember that there is no proof to make you look like you're lying, and they don't have no proof of their lies. Is that simple? You know what I mean? But I do see you being happy eventually from now to the end of the year because these people end up screwing themselves. But you just gotta allow it to happen. But this man here and whoever's in charge of this old thing is not gonna let you fall for them. So whether it's a female or a male, this which I think it's a male, but if you say you're a female manager, um, but she goes to your other co-worker and said that oh these people are not gonna have anything on you to get anything bad happen to you. So that's the main thing is I don't see nothing. I see your job being stable despite these people acting crazy. You're welcome, Orange Dragonfly, no problem. But yeah, I see you winning in the end. So I don't think you really have much to worry about. The best thing to do is not engage with them. Right. So if they don't have any proof of you stalking them, right? Then there is no nothing. Proof is everything, right? Proof is everything. So if they don't have any proof of you stalking them, right? Then there is nothing to go off of. And how is stalking them going to make you lose your job? So don't let them like put that scenario or that bullshit in your mind to think that, something's going on, Because sometimes when people say, "Oh, you're stalking me," it's like they want you to, It's like I want you to do it so that way I have proof. Because if I say you're stalking me, you're gonna want to stalk me to see what I'm doing. So no answer becomes their answer because they have no answer, so nothing happens. You see what I mean? If there's no proof, then they can't. Then this is your word against theirs. See what I mean? So try not to allow them to suck you into their bullshit because that's what people do. People invent something to create a problem. And that's what I saw in the first spread of cards is that they're arguing amongst themselves on how to deal with you to make you be this person. It's like they're arguing over you. And that's what the evil devilish people do in this world. They conspire together to get rid of a good person so they can get what that good person is getting, which is a stable job and money and good reputation. People will try anything to make you look bad. They did it to me for years and they're still failing at it because they have no proof. You can't prove what you claim I've done to you. And that's why I'm still here and I'm laughing at them indirectly. Because if I did what they said that I did, then how am I still here? See my point? Proof is everything. You ain't got no proof. There is nothing. Is that so? Mark did this, Mark did that. Well, prove it then. You can't, because I ain't done nothing wrong. And if I did, I'd admit it. It's simple. Isn't that true, Dragonfly? Isn't that true? I don't think I've ever stalked anybody in my life, to be honest. I would check on people from time to time to see what they're up to. If somebody sends me, like a message saying, "Hey, have you seen so and so lately?" And I'll be like, "No." "Oh, look at this. They're doing that and doing that." And I'll probably look and just say, "Oh, well, that's their problem. I don't fucking care." But you think I'm actually going to go out of my way and waste my time every day to go see what you're doing with your life or your channel or your job or where you're going or what you're doing? You're out of your damn mind. You think you're that important to me? Hell no. Ain't nobody that important to me. And I'm not a social media junkie anyway. I'm not on social media every single day. And when I do go on social media, it's to watch funny things on TikTok or Instagram or answer a message that's been given to me. I don't outright put things up every day. And if I do, it's something positive, not negative. So anybody who says I'm stalking them, I'm laughing at them. I'm gonna be like, you ain't that important in my life. Exactly. Because they'll never find nobody like you. And people can't handle certain people think they can handle things, but they can at the end of the day. A lot of people talk to hear themselves. A lot of people just want to see you out of that position, even if they can't feel it ever again. They just want to make sure you're going and you're not doing it. See, people will do anything to get rid of you and make sure that you're no part of anything. But see, that's where, they go wrong because you can't really stop someone by lying about somebody all day every day because it's going to eventually the truth eventually comes to light and then the proof eventually comes to light too. But that's what people do in this world. Anybody who has like any type of job, you can be a freaking cashier at Walmart, right? And you could be like the best cashier in the world. You could be the head of cashiers, and somebody will still want you to not have that job because they don't want to see you happy. So it doesn't matter what job you have. If it's a low paying job, high paying job, mediocre job, you could be the back of a fucking trash truck and they'll still say, I don't want that person to have a job picking up trash because I don't want them to have a job, period. I want to ruin their life. So they home all day soaking and go to a mental institution. See what I'm trying to say? Because there's that the evilness exists like that, and the world is showing us the evil every day on the internet. Every time you go on the main page of YouTube, look what that. You know what I woke up to? Shooting at a church in Michigan. That's what I woke up to this morning. I wanted to see the weather because we have hurricanes around Bermuda, and the first thing I see is a shooting at a church in Michigan or something. I think MI is Michigan. I have no idea. You know? So I'm like, see, it never ends. People are just like mental and they're crazy and they just want to ruin people's lives. They want to, the devil is on overtime right now. That's why church shootings are happening, school shootings are happening. And I'm talking about, in you guys' country, not here. Here it's just gang violence. That's all it is here. Gang violence like crazy. And everything's expensive. And we're about to dodge some hurricanes. That's my problems. Ain't nobody here gonna go in no church and shoot nobody. Because people here, there's not no devilish type of energy here like that. There's some, but not enough to run our country. Because there's not much people here, and we have more churches per capita than any other country in the world. So that's why the devil don't like Bermuda. He's like, nah, I don't want to be on this island. Fuck that. There's too many churches everywhere I look. There's a church. I live next to two churches. That's why I'm always blessed. God's always around. Exactly, you ain't that important. I don't think people are that important unless they're your parents or your siblings or your children or your pet. Fuck, my dog is more important than some people I know. She's over here huffing and puffing now. No, she's all right now. Yeah, it is. It is sad, but what are we gonna do? Like, we can't stop everything. We can only do what we can for ourselves. And it's very unfortunate that there's so much like hatred and crime in the world and there's just so much bullshit in the world. It's sad. But there's nothing we can do about it but be happy ourselves and just try and live life to the fullest and just be good to ourselves and our family and that's it. Try not to trust or even try not to trust evil people. If you know somebody's bad, run. Leave them alone. Get away from them, and don't let them ruin your life. That's the last thing you need is people trying to ruin your life. Right, baby? You ready? You want to go outside? Time for din din. All right, baby. We're gonna go. We're gonna go outside now. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna go and feed my dog. She's looking at me like, "Yo, bruh." It's like dinner time. It's like almost she has a watch, but she just laid back down. So I guess she's not really worried about it. I guess I don't know. She's like, "What happened, bro?" And now she's like, poof, back down again. She's like, "Nah, I'm cool." Hey, Maria, how you doing? Yeah, I'll be back tonight. It's 10 to 5 here, so it's early. I just came on because my team was kicking the other team's ass, as you can see up on top of my head. But the game's about to finish in 2 minutes anyway. But I'm gonna go feed my dog, and then I'll be back like probably in like 3 hours or so. I'll probably be back around 8 o'clock my time. I'm having spaghetti baked tonight. My sister's making it. She's making dinner tonight, not me. All right, Maria. Best wishes to you too. Hope you had a good Sunday so far. I know it's early where you are too. It's earlier than me. But I'll be back later on. It's only 5 o'clock here, so I'll probably be back in like maybe a couple hours. I'm gonna go catch up with things, and I need to prepare for these hurricanes that might come this way. So yeah. Yeah, I'll be back. Barbie, you're making roast beef, mashed potatoes, and corn. Yeah, I had corn, pasta, and pork tenderloin for my lunch today at my mom's. It was so good. I like corn. It was good. We had a nice lunch today and a good chat. My parents are doing okay. My mom fell again, but she fell on her knee and she hurt her knee, but she's okay though. She didn't break anything, thank God. But they're getting up there in age, 80 and 82, so it's not good. But they're okay though. At least they didn't like break anything or really severely hurt themselves. But my mom's okay. She's all right. She fell, but she got back up. She showed me her knee today. It's all scraped up, but she's okay though. Thank God. I pray for him every day, man. That's the last thing I need is something bad to happen to him. But now we have two hurricanes to worry about that are potentially coming our way this week. So we're gonna get wind and rain. So you guys are gonna see a lot of me this week. I won't be able to work inside, so I mean outside. So I'm gonna have to be home, taking care of everything, making sure shit doesn't blow away. So hopefully we're not gonna get nothing serious. But right now, it's not supposed to be that bad, but we'll see. All right, guys, I'll see you later on. Take care. It's okay, Barb. She's okay. She'll be fine. As long as she didn't break anything, I'm happy. So she's okay. Thank God. That's what happens when you pray every day, Barbie. You should know that. We pray every day for our health and our lives to be okay. So I guess I prayed a lot for nothing to happen to her. Thank God. All right, guys. See you later.